Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to this SWL Signals channel. I just want to get on here and just tell, I guess, like a story, if you will, of why we like to listen to all these signals and sounds and transmissions in the various HF bands. I can only speak for myself. When I first started this hobby, it was back in the 90s, and then for financial reasons, I had to sell all my equipment. And I've only recently got back into this hobby within the past 2 years. But what amazes me is especially the utilities. I love utilities. I do listen to international broadcast bands, but I prefer to listen to utilities over everything else, simply because of the unknown. I enjoy hearing something on here that I can't identify, that I've never heard before, that I've heard before but way on a different frequency now, different modes, and I love to do the research to try to find out what those are. Stuff like that excites me when I listen to the HF bands. When I hear long distance stations, utility stations, it amazes me and it excites me when I hear that, because I'm thinking, here is my station in little old Florida, on the west coast of Florida, with a MLA 30 antenna that's 3 feet off the ground, yet I'm picking up stations from Australia, from Japan, from China, from New Zealand, all those places, and then all those digital signals that you hear, such as the buzzer or the number stations, different military traffic, Mars stations. I made a couple videos last night where I heard what appeared to be the U.S. Air Force emergency access messages, but they were on different frequencies with a different type of formatted messaging, and that excited me because I'm so used to hearing the signals that I normally hear from the Air Force on their 11175 and 15016 and 8992, and I hear all these frequencies, and I get used to the transmissions, the way they sound, and all of a sudden when you hear something that's off, it excites me, and I wonder, like, number one, who's sending these messages and why, and who's receiving them, and what's being done as a cause to receive them. What action is taken after the message is received? Is it a secret spy mission, or is it some sort of diplomatic traffic? It's that kind of thing that just excites the crap out of me. I don't know what it is. I'm not sure if there's a lot of people out there that feel that same way, but when I stumble across stuff, for example, like this, like the Japanese slot machine, which I've made videos on before, that type of thing, I've done a lot of research on it, and I kind of know what it does, but why? Why is this like this? What is it? What message is it sending when it's not in its idle mode? And what is the point of having it on different frequencies all over the place? Here it is again. The conditions are dying this morning from the east, but it's still here. But why? Why is that there? And what does it mean? So, I'm sorry if I'm just rambling on. I just felt I wanted to just get on here and just talk a little bit to kind of explain why I hear why I do what I do on this channel. Because a lot of people that may be out there just listening to international broadcasts may be missing a world of stuff when you're missing utilities, or those out there who don't have radios capable of single and upper sideband, or upper sideband, lower sideband. And, all these flags I put on here, these are just stuff I normally hear. And if I can identify it, I'll put it on there. Like aeronautical traffic from New York radio and Gander radio and all those. I do find those exciting to listen to as well, because you never know what you're going to hear. And then I flip over to, the EAMs and try to listen and see what's going on there and see if I can hear anything that may be of interest. So yeah, call me a geek if you will, but I do get excited over these type of signals. It just blows my mind sometimes to hear the stuff that we can hear on these bands, on these little radios we have, and SDRs and little antennas, like all these. Like, what is all this down here? Those are just pops, I would think, on atmospheric disturbances, but what maybe they could be something different. I don't know. And I think that's what excites me the most is the unknown. It's just amazing. The other day I heard, for those of you that have ever heard the buzzer on 4625 upper sideband, I heard two buzzer frequencies the other day and made a video on it. I heard one right here at 676, and then I heard another one around 896, 898, and that excites me because I'm thinking, well, if that's the same thing, what is Russia doing? Why are they sending this new buzzer sound on a frequency in the 10,000 megahertz band versus the 4,000? And why is it not happening right now? Because if I go to QESDR, which is the only way I can hear the buzzer on 4625, it's still going. It's still on there 24 hours a day. But why, if these were new buzzers testing, why are they testing up here? That type of thing. And it just excites me. So I'll stop rambling on here. I'd be interested to hear in the comments what you guys think of what you hear, and if it excites you, if it bores you, whatever else. And who knows? As shortwave listeners, I believe we have a special attention to these type of things. We all like to know the unknown and why, and try to answer the questions, and just be marveled at some of the questions you can't answer, because you just have to enjoy it when you got it. So hope you like this video, guys. If you do, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you like. Have a good day, everybody.